Welcome to SS Tutorial. Today I am here with a new video. This video is going to be on a very important topic. So please don't skip and keep watching. In our previous video, we discussed about definition, characteristics, types and importance of mountains. Today in this video, we will briefly know about fold mountains. So let's begin. Fold mountains are one of the most important tectonically originated mountains. They are youngest mountains of the earth, which consists fossil, which suggests that fold mountains are formed due to accumulation and cementation of sediments. They sometimes associated with earthquake and volcanic activity. Fold mountains are mountains which are originated as a result of horizontal side pressure caused by orogenic movement. When soft sedimentary rocks of a vast area slowly folded and gradually moves upward and appears above the sea level and forms a mountain as a result of compressional force caused by orogenic movement is called as fold mountain. Here we must know that the compressional force or force which are active in the horizontal way is responsible for the layers of rocks to buckle and fold. Let's know types of fold mountains. There are two types of fold mountains. One is young fold mountains and other is old fold mountains. Age of which fold mountains are 10 to 25 million years, they are called as young fold mountains. Here we must know that young fold mountains are tectonically active and their height may increase even today. That means formation process of young fold mountains are going on. Rocky, Himalaya are the example of young fold mountain. Age of which fold mountains are over 200 million years, they are called as old fold mountain. Formation process of old fold mountains has been completed. Urals and Appalachians are the example of old fold mountains. Let's know the formation of fold mountains. There are several theories about formation of the fold mountains. Most famous theories are geosyncline theory by Kovar, continental drift theory by Wegener and plate tectonics theory by Wilson, McKenzie, Parker and so on. Let's know about geosyncline theory. According to German geologist Kovar, fold mountains are formed through three closely linked stages. They are lithogenesis, orogenesis and leptogenesis. Lithogenesis is the process in which geosynclines are formed. According to Kovar, geosynclines are formed due to cooling of the earth. Geosynclines are nothing but a long and wide depression filled by water and surrounded by rigid masses. According to Kovar, this rigid mass is known as cratogene. These cratogene or rigid masses are subjected to continuous erosion by different exogenetic processes and eroded materials are deposited in the geosyncline. These eroded materials or sediments deposition is known as sedimentation. Due to continuous sedimentation into the geosyncline, weight of sediments increased on the bed of geosyncline, which creates extensive downward pressure into the geosyncline and results to gradual subsidence of geosynclines. Due to gradual subsidence of geosynclines, both the cratogene starts to move towards each other because of horizontal movement caused by the force of contraction. Contraction is the result of cooling of the earth. As a result of the movement of cratogene towards each other, compressive force generated, which cause contraction, squeezing and ultimately folding of sediments, which were accumulated into the geosynclines and forms a mountains, which is a fold mountain. Let's know about continental drift theory by Alfred Wegener. According to German geophysicist Alfred Wegener, fold mountains are formed due to continental drift or sliding of continents. According to Wegener, 300 million years from today, there were a supercontinent. Wegener called that supercontinent as Pangaea. Due to different natural causes, buoyancy and tidal force, Pangaea broken into several continents and started to drift apart. That's why edge of the moving continent depressed the oceanic crust and forms a trough where sediments were accumulated. Further movement of the continent, the layer of sedimentary rocks buckle and fold and forms a fold mountain. North America and South America drifted westward and forms Rocky and Andes mountain in the west of the continent. And Indian subcontinent drifted northward, so Himalaya originated in the north of the continent. Let's know plate tectonics theory. According to plate tectonics theory, earth crust is broken into 20 pieces, which are called as tectonic plates. There are two types of plates. One is continental plates and other is oceanic plate. These all tectonic plates are moving due to rise of magma, gravitational pull, pull by downgoing slab, convectional currents and so on. There are three types of plate movement: divergent movement, convergent movement and transcurrent movement. Due to convergent movement of one continental and one oceanic plate, heavier oceanic plates subsides under the lighter continental plates. The zone of subduction is known as subduction zone or Benioff zone, which creates a huge compressional force. Accumulated sediments between two plates got cemented. Due to this high compressional force, and sedimentary rocks got folded and pushes them upwards, and ultimately a folded mountains form. Andes and Rocky Mountains forms due to convergence of Pacific plate and North and South American plate. Sometimes, due to convergence of two continental plates, folded mountains may form. Due to convergence of Indian plate and Eurasian plate, Indian plate subsides under the Eurasian plate, and accumulated sediments by different exogenetic processes got cemented. Due to huge compressional force which originated due to subduction of plates and got folded and pushes them upward, and ultimately Himalaya developed. That's all for today. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, then please press the like button and share with your friends. To get our new video, please subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.